Hey, David here from 123daytrade.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. I have officially, well, not officially, end of day 7. I finished the trading up plus 32 ticks. The account balance is at 1625 and change. So I'm back into 1 tick, stop loss 10 tick target for the next day 8, day 9, day 10. So right now, as I look at March, welcome, by the way, happy March. And also to those with Ash Wednesday, uh, my um, humble thoughts, I guess, out here in this religious holiday, Ash Wednesday today, being March 1st, but also Ash Wednesday today. So if you see the ashes on the forehead, you know that most likely they're participating Catholic, I would say, right? Um, anyway, I digress. So tomorrow will be day 8, Friday will be day 9, Monday will be day 10. 1 tick stop loss, 10 tick target, just so I can get through out of funded out of FTP into funded. So um, today's trade off the CL pit strategy made its 3P target. We came in at I came in at pretty much 54.31, and we were targeting 53.93. If you go to the blog post, you'll see the trade itself. So just click the link below or off to the side with that thing over there, right there, that eye little right there. Just click that and you'll see the blog post. So plus 32 ticks, 320 before commission costs, simulated money, but I'm moving out of simulated back into funded. I'm obviously excited about that to get out of pretend money and get back into real money. So 54.31. We had a hard time at the 54.06 mark today. It stayed, and it seemed like it. I know it was only 14 minutes. Those that were in the room, I know it was only 14 minutes, but that 14 minutes seemed like 3.5 hours before it finally pushed down underneath that 54.06. It looked like it might. I mean, it's like, why turn around there? It wasn't even anywhere near the pivot. The pivot today was located at 53.80. Yeah, I have to get closer. I actually went to the eye doctor yesterday, so now I'm not getting. I went for get contacts next year. I promised myself after I turn 50, I'll do those bifocal things. So not yet, not yet, not yet. I'm not 50 yet. I still have 9 more days before I turn 50. I'm still 49. I'm hanging on. I'm hanging on by the just hanging on right now. 49. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. I'm obviously excited. I was talking to a guy today. His name's David Duford. David Duford. Excuse me, I didn't mean to mispronounce his name. And I've been talking about getting my life insurance license reinstated and all that stuff, and I had sold burial insurance, final expense. So yeah, I like staying busy, lack of better, and money's always a good thing. As Zig Ziglar said, money's not important, but it's pretty close to air, right? Um, One of the things that I don't like to talk too much about is that my wife has been having some issues with her health, and to make a little bit more money in this household. Obviously, trading's where I want to make the majority of my money, but I got to be frank and realistic here. Um, Trading is more for me like the retirement thing that I can continue to move forward in. When I get to the stage where I'm trading 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 contracts, then probably, well, I don't know what that amount is. Probably 3 contracts would be a good livelihood to at least earn $50,000, $60,000 a year. Um, right now, am I there? No. So bringing other extra income in outside of what I'm bringing in. So yeah, I've been thinking about going back into final expense. I renewed my health and life license so that I could go and make a little extra money. I mean, I'm in the trenches. Bottom line, I'm in the trenches with you here at day trading. I'm not a gazillionaire. I'm not a millionaire. I'm a thousandaire. I kid. I joke. Anyway, we talked about today, one of the comments that David talked about that I was talking to, he said, "Hey, you sound like I am. I'm a specialist, not a generalist." And I like that. I like the way he put those words together. He said, "Hey, you're a specialist, not a generalist. That's what I am as well," or something like that, paraphrasing him. So when I think back to the conversation, and I told him about I'm in a niche trading, inside a niche futures trading, inside another niche crude oil futures trading. So if you think about that funnel, my niche is gets really thin. But the thing is that I like the crude oil market and I trade it. Well, I do pretty damn good as an overall. If I can stay in funded, that's the key right now. So I'm going back into funded. I hit my favorite trading strategy today and I got my 3P target. Granted, it was only 32 ticks today. The target was 53.93 and it would have earned 37 ticks, 38 ticks on the trade if it would have hit its target there. But hey, it is what it is. You know, the volatility is really decreased. Like today's volatility measurement was 1.03. Is it up above 1.5? No, it's not. So you have to take advantage of what's available. So I got out of the market. It I was able to get to the goal that I was looking for and move on. Get on. And that's the key. The key to the combine, pass it. I liken that like when I was studying for my life license. I didn't worry about anything. All the thing I needed to do is get a 70% to move on. Get my 70%, move on to the next stage. And then you have your training, right? So the FTP, I guess, is that training. Well, you've got to get to and then the 30K account, even though you have to get above that $1,500 level. Well, I feel pretty confident if I can get above 16 to 1650 in any given combine, I mean FTP, then I can kind of put it in cruise control and then just cruise through the finish line. I don't worry about the rabbit and the hare scenario here. If the so it, Rabbit and hare, those are the same thing. The hare and the tortoise. So I don't worry about that. You know, yeah, the hare, and now I'm kind of like, well, so what? Just kind of cruise through that finish line. I'm still going across the finish line. I still make it through it. So put it into cruise and just get through it. Move on to the next stage. I told the room that usually it takes hopefully no more than 2 weeks, but I can't to get the funded account, but I can't officially request my funded account until they obviously send me an email. And that's probably not going to come out until March 7th of next week, if I even get it that date. It might be March 8th before they finally, but you know, I'll be staying on top of them. So you can count on that. I'll stay on top of them, get that funded account rolling again so I can. It's the first time that I'll be in the funded without all the rules that they had before. So zero line, no longer a factor. I have the max trailing drawdown that draws up under it, and you don't lose it after having to try to make that decision. You know, really, in honesty, you have to make that decision on day 7, day 8, and then definitely day 9. You can't trade past. If you trade that day, if you would back in the day, if you would trade that day 10, you lost the redevelopment opportunity. So, hey, now you can move yourself straight through it and you can keep on in, you know. So it's anyway, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to getting back into funded and moving and getting my $5,000 at 100% out of Top Step Trader. That's my overall goal. Once I get in the funded, my overall goal basically is to get my account balance up over 2,000 to 2,500. Ideally 2,500. Take my first $500 withdrawal and start at 2,000 my next time around. So I want to reward myself from going from zero to hero, no, from going to zero to 2,500. That's what and then I want to take the $500 and then I want to start my next stab, starting trading account balance. I call it stab at the $2,000 level, and then go up. 2,000 will be going up for 4,000, and then so forth and so on from there. So, you know, doubling half of your account. Boom, do it again. And then you take a, and then you're taking out that 1,000, you keep the other part of it. You keep 1,000, you take that. You will figure that out later. Uh, I'm excited again, and I'll probably get grief for being excited. So let me do this for those that like to give me grief. I made it today through FTP and got above the $1,500 mark. I can't even do it. Hey, God bless. Take care. I'll see you on the inside. Come and join the trading room when you get a chance and take a look at our free trial that we got 7 days for free. Yeah. You got to give up your credit card. But hey, if you can't give up your credit card, you can't trust me, then obviously I don't want you in the room to start with. So, and it stops the people that I don't want to work with anyway. The tire kickers, the time wasters, the Freddy freeloaders. And if you fall into that category, go on the blog, read, study. All my trading days I've been putting up there. And I don't mean to be mean about it, because trust me, I understand some people just don't have 2 pennies to rub together. So if you don't, well, then you need to make income to be able to get those 2 pennies so that you can afford to be trained. There's no other way. There's no other way to learn how to trade than learning by your mistakes, going and experiencing the market yourself and the screen time. And if you want to shorten that learning curve, then you got to learn from those that have been in it before. Just like I'm learning from David from another environment that I know something about, but I need to know a lot more about it. Like I always talk about in trading, I know my one thing. My one thing is the crude oil market. I'm pretty damn good at trading the crude oil market. Outside of that, it's a crapshoot. I couldn't tell you where gold is. I can't tell you where crude oil is right now. I don't care. You understand? I'm a day trader. I'm only looking at a very specific period of time, and I don't care if the market goes up or down. I don't care. Obviously, I want it to go down in some ways because I don't want to pay at the pump. I don't want to pay $4 a gallon in gasoline ever again. So, I want to see, lower prices, but I also want to see higher volatility. So if higher volatility means the price of oil goes up and we increase the volatility so we can get more money, then so be it. But, obviously as a trader, that's a trader talking. A day trader should not care if the market's going up or down. You should not care. All right. I love trading on the short side. That's why I trade it. On a down movement, I like the market to prove that it wants to come in. And I talked about, who knows what the hell I talk about half the time. I don't even remember what I said yesterday most days. But I do know that I am out, or will soon be out of FTP after I pass through day 8, day 9, and day 10. So here I come, Top Step Trader. One for the thumb. Talk to you later. God bless. Take care. I'll see you on the next video I'll put together. Bye for now.